morning everyone. How are you? I hope that everyone is doing well. Please stay safe. Today we are going to start with Unit 8. Okay? Today is going to be the first lesson in Unit 8. It's going to be about communication. Please open your books on pages 110 and 111. But you know, we need to know the lesson objectives before we start. So, today we are going to learn vocabulary about communicating, or we say gestures. Read meanings of gestures and talk about ways of communicating in your culture. Yes. So the first exercise, now we say how many ways do we communicate with people? How many ways do we communicate with people? How do you like to communicate with people and why? You know, because we have different ways of communicating with people. They could be like, we communicate through speaking, or we can communicate through writing. It could be body language. And the last thing, it could be eye contact. Yes, so these are different ways of communicating with people. Now, I want you to have a look at these pictures. What ways of communicating can you see in those 4 different pictures? When do we use these ways of communicating? So if you look at the first picture, A, we say, what is the way of communicating? It is sending a text message. Yes, letter B, I think is easy. You can say it's sending an email. If I say C, this is a note. C, it's a note. If I go to D, raising hands. Raising hands. And E is talking or chatting. Talking or chatting. Yes. Now we are going to learn ways of communicating. I want you now, we have a set of verbs and a set of nouns. Match the verbs to the nouns to describe ways of communicating. Of course, you can use the verb more than once. Now, if you look, I have verbs like raise, send, write, make, reply to. And the nouns, an email, a text, a blog, a call, a note, your hand. So if I say raise, the verb raise. Raise goes with hand. So we say raise your hand. Now send, we say send an email. Send an email, or even we can say send a text. So it's not only one answer. Yes. Now write, we say write a blog, or write a note, or we say write an email. Yes. Now make, try to guess the answers before I show you. Make, we say make a call or make a note. And the last one, reply to, we say reply to an email, reply to a text, or reply to a call. Yes. So please, I want you to memorize these verbs with the nouns. This is called in English collocations. Yes. Now, use the verb noun phrases in activity 3 to talk about how you communicate in these situations. If I read the first situation, you need to tell me which way of communicating do we normally use. The first one, if you want to answer the teacher's questions, what are you going to do? We say, number 1, raise your hand. So if you want to answer the teacher's question, you need to raise your hand. Number 2, situation number 2. If you want to find out if your friend is free to meet up on Saturday, you need to send an email or send a text. Number 3, if you want to chat to your friend who lives in the next town, you can make a call. Of course, even in number 2 you can say make a call, and even in number 3 you can say send a text message or send an email. In number 4, situation number 4, if you want to accept your cousin's birthday party invitation, I'll give you some time to think. Number 4 will be reply to an email, or reply to a text, or reply to a call. This is if you want to accept your cousin's birthday party invitation. So it's going to be a reply. And the last one, 5, if you want to remind yourself to do something, you are going to write a note or write an email. Yes, thank you very much. I will go now to exercise number 5. It's about gestures. Gestures, let's say body language. Which gestures do people in your country use to communicate these messages? Act them out with your partner. They are asking you to use the body language. I will show you certain pictures. They will help you to understand what do we mean by the body language. Now hello. How do we express if we want to say hello using the body language, not words. So please look here. See, we do this. Now goodbye. Pleased to meet you. Really, we shake our hands when we want to say to someone, pleased to meet you. Now if I want to say I don't understand, see, I nod my head from left to right. See, like this. Now if I say yes, I agree. No, I don't understand. Now I say don't do that. If I want to say don't do that, look. Yeah. Now if I want to say yes, I agree, I nod my head. Yeah, like this. Now if I say I don't agree, yes, and the last one, well done. Well done. Yes. So these are some gestures with the body language. Okay, now we are going to move to exercise number 6. We are going to read a text and find examples of the gestures in activity 5 in the text. Did you know that? Please follow the reading.
Did you know that? In many parts of the world, adults say hello to each other with a handshake and good friends greet each other with a hug. In many places, it is also important to make eye contact when you are talking to someone. In Saudi Arabia, shaking the head from side to side means no, and it is rude to sit in front of someone with your legs crossed. In Thailand, people greet each other by pressing their palms together, fingers pointing up, as if saying a prayer, and bowing their heads. In China, people say hello with a small nod and a bow. In Japan, waving your hand with the palm outwards means I don't understand. In Mexico and Argentina, standing with your hands on your hips is an unfriendly gesture.
Yes. So as you can see, we have different cultures around the world. The gestures even are different. See, for example, in Saudi Arabia, shaking the head from side to side, it means no. In Thailand, people greet each other by pressing their palms together, fingers pointing up as if saying a prayer, just like the woman in the picture. Yes, in Mexico and Argentina, standing with your hands on your hips is an unfriendly gesture. Yes. Okay, now I will go to exercise number 8. Which of these gestures described are true for you or your country too? If not, which gestures do you use to express yourself? But you know, before I finish, I want you to go back to number 6. Read the text on the right and find examples of the gestures in activity 5 in the text. Yes, please think of this. Find examples of the gestures in activity 5 in the text. Yes, I will show you the answer down. Yes, for number 5, you know, hello, pleased to meet you, and I don't understand. These are some gestures in the reading text. And you know, students, before I finish my lesson, I want you to do pages 88 and 89 in the activity book. That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Last time we finished the first lesson in Unit 8, and now we are going to complete lesson number 2. Yes, lesson number 2 is going to be getting the message. Pages 112, 113. Yes, lesson objectives for today. Listen to messages. Study the form and use of the present continuous tense for future arrangements. And the last thing, we are going to write a reply to a message. Yes. Now, I start with lesson number 2, getting the message. Talk about it. Now, when was the last time you sent someone a message? Okay, tell yourself, when was the last time you sent someone a message? Why? Why did you send that message? How did you send it? Is it an email? Is it a text message? Is it a normal letter? Is it a voicemail? What ways are there of sending messages to people? I just mentioned them. You know, they can be an email, a text message, a letter, a voicemail, or even it could be a note. Yes, these are different ways of sending messages to people. Now I will move to number 2. These people, in the pictures, 4 people, have all received interesting phone messages. Are they good news or bad news? Listen and match a message to the picture. Before I start listening, I want you to look at the pictures. Yes? Then listen.
Track 48. 1.
Hi Bruno, Billy here. I think I've left my pet tarantula at your house. He was in my backpack, and I think he escaped while we were watching TV. If you find him, please could you catch him for me? Don't worry, he's very friendly and won't bite, unless he's hungry. I'm playing football after school tomorrow, so I'll collect him on my way home. Thanks, bye!
2.
Hello, this is a message from Mrs. Smith at 11 New Road from Bob Bailey at Castro Constructions. Just to remind you that we're taking off your front door at 2 o'clock this afternoon. If you're not in, don't worry, we'll just carry on until you get home. Thank you, Mrs. Smith. Bye now.
3.
Hi Mila, this is Mandy. Just wanted to invite you to my birthday on Sunday. We're going rock climbing and we're meeting at the cafe next to the cliff at 10 o'clock. Really hope you can make it. Don't tell me you're scared of heights too. 3 people have already dropped out. I don't know what everyone's scared of. Hope to see you there. Bye.
4.
Good morning. This is a message for Tom Nash. This is to let you know that we have changed your dental appointment. Dr. Singh isn't seeing you on Friday. He's seeing you today at 4 o'clock. You are having 2 teeth taken out and a filling. It will probably take about a couple of hours. We look forward to seeing you later, Tom. Goodbye.
Yes, thank you very much for listening. Now, dear students, if you try to recall the listening or the messages, the first message if you remember, he talked about a tarantula, which is a kind of big spiders. So the first message is, okay, A is going to be number 4, and this one is number 1, message number 1. This one is number 2, and D is message number 3. Yes. Okay, now they want us to listen again, then complete the sentences 1 to 4 to complete the main points of each message, and then match each sentence with a purpose. Now in number 1, please could you, if you remember this, please could you catch him for me. He was talking about the spider. Okay, he was telling his friend to catch the spider for him. And actually, the purpose with this sentence, please could you catch him for me, it goes to letter C, asking someone to do something. Okay, this is the purpose, asking someone to do something. Now, number 2. Of course, students, as I said, you need to remember the listening. Number 2, just to remind you that, try to complete the sentence. We're taking off your front door at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Okay, this is the purpose of letter A as a reminder. A reminder. We're taking off, just to remind you that we're taking off your front door at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Number 3, just wanted to invite you to, I think this is easy, we're going where? Yes, the first part, I just wanted to invite you to my birthday on Sunday. We're going rock climbing, rock climbing. It goes to D, this is an invitation, an invitation. See, and even the verb is mentioned in number 3, invite. Invite you to my birthday. So this is invitation. And the last one, this is to let you know that, try to complete the sentence. You can listen to the track once again before you complete. This is to let you know that we've changed your dental appointment. We've changed your dental appointment. This goes to be giving information, because the nurse, she called Tom Nash and told him about this information, that they have changed his dental information, dental appointment. Yes. Now, students, they are asking us to listen only to the first message again. Write the keywords below in order, you hear them, then add more words from the message, listen again to check. Okay? So now the first part, listen to these words. Look, backpack, football, house, catch, tarantula, collect, escape. Say the order of the words according to the listening. Listen.
Track 48.
And try to put the numbers.
1,
Hi Bruno, Billy here. I think I've left my pet tarantula at your house. He was in my backpack, and I think he escaped while we were watching TV. If you find him, please could you catch him for me? Don't worry, he's very friendly and won't bite, unless he's hungry. I'm playing football after school tomorrow, so I'll collect him on my way home. Thanks, bye!
See, students? So I showed you now the order of the words according to the listening. First he talked about the tarantula, then I left it at your house, it was in my backpack, escape, catch, football, then finally when he's going to finish playing football, he's going to come and collect it. Yes. After that, I will go to a grammatical points, use of English. Please look here. We studied, I think, 2 lessons before. We studied about the present continuous tense, but for things happening now. Today is the same tense, present continuous, but for future arrangements. You know, we can use the present continuous tense to talk about future arrangements. We use the present continuous to talk about fixed arrangements in the near future. For example, I am playing football after school tomorrow. See, so this is a fixed arrangement. Maybe I agreed with my friends that at this time tomorrow we are going to play football. So we say I am playing. You know, just to remind you of the form of the present continuous, we use verb to be, am, is, are, and the verb ing. I say I am reading. They are playing. She is visiting. See, like this. Dr. Singh isn't seeing you on Friday. It means next Friday. They say trying to find two arrangements using the present continuous. I will show you the first one. We're taking off your front door. We're taking off your front door. See, we are taking. And the other one, we're going rock climbing. We're going rock climbing. Of course, even these two actions are going to happen in the future. Yes, now I want you to watch this short video about the present continuous for future use. Okay. It's not working, so forget about it. Now, I will move to 8. Listen to two replies and match them to the messages in activity 2. What is the main point of each reply? So please listen to the two replies. You know, at the beginning of the lesson, we listened to 4 messages. Now I'm going to listen to 2 replies. So tell me, this reply goes to which message?
Track 49. 1.
Hello, this is a message for Bill Bailey from Mrs. Brown at 11 New Road. I've just received your message and there has been a mistake. I haven't asked anyone to take off my front door at 2 o'clock today. You have mixed up my address and phone number with someone else. If I get home and my front door is gone, I will call the police. Goodbye.
2.
Billy, this is Bruno. We found your tarantula. It was in a saucepan in the kitchen. My mum nearly poured pasta sauce on it. Then she saw it, screamed and dropped the saucepan on her toe. My dad chased the spider and trapped it under a bowl. My parents are going crazy. They've called the fire service, the police and the local zookeeper. If you want your spider back, come and get it now before it gets arrested. Bye.
Yes. So try to remember the first reply. See, the first reply, it goes to message number 2. What is the main point of the reply? The builder has got the wrong address and the wrong phone number. So the woman told him that you have got the wrong address and the wrong number. I didn't ask anyone to take off my front door. The second one, it goes to message number 1 about the tarantula. The main point, Bruno has found Billy's tarantula and he wants him to collect it now, as soon as possible. Because you know his parents, they called the zookeeper, the police, emergency, etc. Yes, now listen again students, but only to the second reply. You're going to write down the message. Yes, write down the main words you hear. Please pay attention to this. I'm going to play only the second reply, but I want you to write the keywords for listening. Not all of the message or the reply, just the main words. Don't write down a full message yet. Yes, and you know, after that, compare your notes with your partner, your teacher will play the message again, etc. Listen.
2. Billy, this is Bruno. We found your tarantula. It was in a saucepan in the kitchen. My mum nearly poured pasta sauce on it. Then she saw it, screamed and dropped the saucepan on her toe. My dad chased the spider and trapped it under a bowl. My parents are going crazy.
They've called the fire service, the police, and the local zookeeper. If you want your spider back, come and get it now before it gets arrested. Bye.
Yes. So I think your list of the keywords are ready. Try to compare them with this. Yes, these are the main words. If you look, Billy, Bruno, found, tarantula, saucepan, kitchen, mom, pasta sauce, sauce, cream, dropped, dad, chased, spider, trap, hole, parents, crazy, fire service, police, zookeeper, and get arrested. These are, the keywords for the second reply. Again, I come here to the end of my lesson, but again, students, before I finish, do pages 90 and 91 in the activity book. And thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.